Hello, beautiful woman. I'm excited that you're watching this video and reading this email. So today I want to share a personal story because this email has been born off of a personal experience I had in recent months. And it's all to do with comparisons in motherhood. And what I want to share with you is the truth about that, and where that comes from on a subconscious and belief level is shame. So we talk about shame quite a bit, but we don't really do a lot with it. And so if you find yourself comparing to other mums, guilting yourself, making yourself feel like you're not up to standard, I would love to work with you through that, because that's a shame cycle that needs to be stopped. We need to replace it with something that is much healthier. And so the story goes like this. I was with a new friend recently while we were away, and the kids were there, and my little person, Billy, had a big meltdown in a really public place. And it was interesting because to me, it felt like nothing. It felt like the smallest speed bump. My insides were fine. I was calm. I knew what to say and I knew what to do. And when I came back to the table with him and he was fine, and it took us maybe 6 minutes to in a healthy way for me to know that he processed that moment. There was no punishment, no reward, there was no threatening. It was just a moment of feelings, and I just had to hold space and use my tools to be able to see him come through that, okay, in a proper cycle. And when we got back to the table, the first thing this mother said to me was, oh my gosh, I would have picked him up under my arm and left, and I did that with my kids when they were little, and I feel so bad. And watching you do that makes me realize how bad of a mum I am. And my heart sunk for her. And I had a moment where I went, oh, wow, is that truly how people perceive that? I really never had that enter my mind, that through the work I've done and the way I show up for my children and my family, that others might take that in such a shameful way inside themselves. And so I held space for her, okay, and I made her feel okay about her choices. But the interesting part in this is we are going to work together now. She's going to become a client, and we are going to be able to get to the root of this shame, because all comparison is rooted in shame. And so it's really important that we understand this has come from childhood, where our light was dimmed. Shame is always about that. Someone dimmed your light, someone heavily embarrassed you, someone made you close. And we're going to work on this, and she's going to open right up again and become a client, I'm sure, and step into the next level of getting all the tools that I happen to use in that moment to be able to handle it without affecting anyone around me, without it making my nervous system feel like it was really out of balance, and without traumatizing or damaging my child. And that's really the key. That's what we're looking for as parents. And so what I want to share with you is this exact moment of when a client walks into my world. It's the reality. It's real. In everyday life, we are faced with these situations. And when you know what to do, say, and how to be, so that everybody gets out of that moment in the best possible way they can, with the least amount of trauma, the most amount of lessons, life feels okay. It feels safe again. And so please know that I am a practicer of my tools. I walk my talk, and I will 100% be holding your hand if you choose to come on board with me and learn how we manage these kind of situations and so much more. So thank you for listening, and I'll be back soon.